Hello, good evening. My name is Miss Pichardo, and today we're going to be going over the Civil War. Now, this book actually relates to our TEKS here, which is 4.4a. This text says, the student understands the political, economic, and social changes in Texas during the last half of the 19th century. The student is expected to describe the impact of the Civil War and Reconstruction on Texas. So we're actually going to be describing the Civil War, the impact of the Civil War on Texas through this book. Now, I made a little map that's going to make it a little bit easier for you guys to kind of focus on the main parts. Of course, the Civil War had a lot of main parts, a lot of notable dates, but we're going to be focusing on just a couple of those important dates and important events. So let's begin. Obviously this is a Civil War, which is going to be our title. We're going to go with who, which is the first little circle here. So who? The United States of America, also known as the North, versus the Confederate State of America, also known as the South. So in the U.S., it was kind of divided into the South and the North, and which is why they were going to fight. So there was a lot of reasons why the Civil War actually broke through, but we're going to focus on the four main reasons. The first one is the economy. So the Southern economy actually depended a lot on cotton and slave labor, which a lot of North people did not agree on, which brings us to the second one here, slavery. Now, slavery was a very controversial thing at the time, still is. A lot of people in the North were ready to abolish it, but the people in the South were not. We also had the state rights versus the federal rights. So the southern states, wanted to be able to nullify federal acts, which is why this is one of the main reasons. And the last reason was actually the election of Abraham Lincoln, which a lot of the South did not like. Okay, so now we're going to go to the important dates. There was actually a lot of important dates because there was a lot of small battles in the Civil War, but we're going to be focusing on the big war, which is the main one. The war began in April 12, 1861, and it ended just 4 years later in April 9th, 1865. So it was a pretty long war. And what was the outcomes? Of course, there was a lot of outcomes, but the main one was that the Confederates surrendered, leading to victory from the North. So that meant after the Civil War ended, the North won, and it took a while, but after a while, we were able to abolish slavery. So thank you.